Warning. This podcast may contain spoilers from whatever TV show or movie is mentioned. Please listen at your own discretion. Welcome to Viewers Anonymous.
Yo, what's going on? I am Scoots Bronson.
And I am Esther Foster.
That's right. You tuned into another episode of the Viewers Anonymous podcast, where we give you our very own reviews and takes of TVs and movies straight out of Hollywood. I said that wrong, but what's going on with you, my guy?
Man, it's all good, man. We getting back in the swing of things, man.
Yeah,
But yeah, I'm good, man. Real good. Just other than, what I'm saying, working through four flash flood warnings today.
right.
Had a very, very wet day at work today. It was very miserable. But
I could,
I'm
yeah,
glad.
yeah.
But man, unfortunately, it's part of the job description. But I am good, man. Ready to pod. We got an exciting one today. Like we almost
Mm-hmm.
started podding before we even started
Yeah,
podding. So
yeah.
I'm good though, man. How you feeling? Everything good with you?
Oh man, everything great, man. Like I told you off air, man, got some great news. So that came at the right time when it was supposed to be, and everything is good, man. Lifted my spirits right on up. You know what I'm saying? It's been raining all day up here too, so it's been real gloomy and shit like that. So I know exactly how you feeling. Not the flash flood part, but as far as just the weather, man, that rain gets shitty when it get cold, man.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So what's the temperature down there?
See, when I went in, it was like 40,
Oh, okay.
and like throughout the workday, what I'm saying, it was somewhere in the 50s, mid 50s. But
Yeah, yeah. So it's
but
still
yeah,
some
but
bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, but see, our kids didn't go to school down here in the upstate area because we had the high wind joint. So anytime
Mm-hmm.
the wind's supposed to get, around 30 miles per hour, they say it's too
Yeah.
dangerous for buses to run. So my kids had an
Absolutely.
e-learning day today.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, they didn't go to school today. So it was, I mean, we got a little bit of the wind, um, like around the time I got off, but like
Mm-hmm.
during the morning and all that type stuff, the wind wasn't that bad. But sometimes, man, that right wind gust,
Oh
hey,
yeah.
but it'll send a FedEx truck in another lane, boy, if you ain't
Hey man, let me
careful.
tell you, it sent it had my car twerking one day, man. It was real windy. I was on the I was on the highway, man. My back end was doing like that, bro. I was trying to hold that bad boy steady, man. That wind ain't no joke. But yeah, man, we you know what I'm saying? We down here in the 30s. So, you know what I'm saying? We be hoping to get up to the 40s. So, you know what I'm saying? That mixed with the rain and it get windy and it's cold as hell outside. It's like, man, I was like, yeah, fuck this day. So, yeah, that's pretty much how the day went. But like I said, good news came around. So, lifted my spirits right on up. And I can't even be mad, man. Um, So, like you said, we was about to pod before the pod. We was about to get, into it. You know what I'm saying? We was about to start talking and doing what we do on here before we even hit the record button. Because the show that we covering is the show that you picked. It's on Netflix. It is called Pieces of Her. Um, I don't have the cast and everything in front of me, but I will say that the cast did a marvelous job. This was a great script, you know what I'm saying? A great story, and it's basically about a lady who is with her daughter and she is in protective custody. And the reason she is in protective custody is because she did something a long time ago that wasn't found out, but it was, you know what I'm saying, pretty much blamed on other people. And she pretty much got away with some shit. Um, but this is a 8 episode series. And I will say the bad thing about this for me was that I feel like they could have did this in 6. Um, it was a couple episodes where it was a lot of filler in there,
Mhm.
but for the most part, though, I think this was a great. I think this was a great story that they was able to put together. I feel like they can find a way to bring a season 2 into this because really this shit ain't over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's a lot we still gotta get to. So, you know what I'm saying? Especially with toward the end, how everything kind of came together and they start, you know what I'm saying, like unraveling everything. I think they could definitely put together a season 2 with this. I'm super excited to see, you know what I'm saying, where that kind of lands because I think this is something that should definitely come back. Um, but my first initial watch of it, um, finally finished it all the way through, and I will say that Jane, what's her last name?
Jane
Giller?
Oliver.
No, 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 no.
Oh,
The
Quiller. She was
Quiller.
Quiller first. Yeah.
Yeah, Jane Quiller is an asshole. Okay, this lady is a straight up and down asshole, bro. She made some very poor decisions, and because of her poor decisions, a lot of people suffered from her poor decisions. Um, and her daughter Andrea, um, not a big fan of that character. Not gonna lie to you. That's the character I hated the most. First, the first reason I hated her was because it's a scene in the show where a guy comes in. She's visiting Jane. Well, I forgot what her name. I think her name was like Laura or something like
Laura.
that. Yeah. So at the time, her name is Laura. Once again, she's in protective custody. So her name is Laura. Her name ain't Jane right now. So she visiting Laura, her mom, and they sitting there talking. And this guy just walks in and then just shoots. You know what I'm
Oh
saying? This
well,
nigga.
okay. Let me set it. Let me set it up.
Hmm.
So it's Andy's birthday.
Right.
So her mom takes her out to this restaurant. You know what I'm saying, for her birthday. This girl that she went to school with, and her mom comes up to them
Hmm.
and starts talking to them while they were eating.
Hmm.
Now, during this conversation, before the two people came up, her mom was talking to her about, doing something and moving on with her life.
Yeah.
And so when the girl that she went to school with started talking about how she's about to go to med school, you know what I'm saying, Laura gonna hit her with a little, oh, med school, you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, kind of like trying to make her daughter notice, like, look, this bitch gonna go do shit, and you want to stay at my house all up
Yeah.
under me. So then the dude comes over to their table.
Hmm.
Come to find out, the girl that she went to school with or whatever is that dude's ex girlfriend. She broke up with him 3 weeks ago. So he shot her
Right.
motherfucking ass, then shot
And
her
her mom.
mom's.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then, okay, I'll let you go from there.
Didn't he shoot an old man too?
He did shoot the old man. He shot the old man because the old man was dialing 911 because 911 was on the phone. So he shot the old man.
Oh, see, I didn't see that part. I just see him shoot the old man. So anyway,
Yeah,
now
you
this
can
is
hear 911 saying 911
okay,
was your emergency. Hmm.
okay. So what pissed me off was the fact that Andrea or Andy works at the goddamn 911 dispatcher's place. Okay. She's the lady that you call. You be like, 911 is an emergency, and they ask all the questions and shit, and they dispatch the police out. Now, she didn't have a gun on her. Cool. She got the police uniform on though. So when you when you got the uniform on, you had to have some type of training. You know what I'm saying? You still a police person. You know what I'm saying?
I,
So this nigga come in, he let two off, kill old girl, laid her out. What Andy do? Ah! She fall on the ground like she fall on the ground like she's a regular motherfucker. Ma'am, you are a first responder. Okay? What's going on, man? You mean to tell me she ain't get no type of training? She ain't got no type of skills? Her mom get
she,
up, her mom like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Chill out, my boy. You know what I'm saying? This nigga, he ain't got no more bullets. He take his knife out, stab the mom in the hand. The mom, she freak out. I'm thinking she about to go crazy. She about to scream, whatever. She just like, she staring at her hand. Next thing you know, she pull a John Wick move. Kill this nigga. So let me tell you, now listen, let me tell you where my head is at now. In my head, I'm like, oh shit, she a secret spy or something. She worked with like this secret organization. She about to be on here whooping ass. She about to be on here like letting loose. You know what I'm saying? Like she about to be dogging. To my fucking surprise, but this bitch in witness protection, bro. Hey man, you talking about disappointed? Let me tell you something, bro.
Oh man.
They can't do that to me. Cause I'm thinking when I seen her do it, cause you know what I'm saying, cause it happened so fast. Like if you don't if you ain't paying attention, you know what I'm saying, you don't know what's going on. You just know she got stabbed in the hand. If you look down for a quick second and then look back up, you just see my man throat slit. You don't know what's going on. So she just, you know what I'm saying, she backhanded a throat slice. I'm thinking, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Like this bitch is a Secret Service member or something. So they go through everything, you know what I'm saying? And this whole first episode had me fooled, man. So they go through everything, you know what I'm saying? Police, I mean, you know, ambulance and all that get there, whatever. They get to the house. You know what I'm saying? She telling Andrea, yo, it's time for you to get your shit and go. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking like, oh yeah, she got to get her out of there. So now she can, you know what I'm saying, get her shit and get to it. You know what I mean? Because she about to go open up the secret compartments at the house and everything. You don't want your daughter there knowing what you're doing. Man, she get to the house, everything gets settled. Nigga break in. I'm like, oh, he done for it. He don't even know what he in for. He don't even know who he dealing with. Man, he got the bitch tied up to the chair. So I'm still thinking that, you know, this bitch is a secret agent. So I'm like, well, maybe she trying to fool him into thinking that, you know what I'm saying, she ain't who she is, and then she gonna spring the moves on him, right? Nah, that ain't what happened. This nigga start suffocating her with a bag. So I'm like, this is it. So then the daughter come, right? She gets something in her hand and she knocked dude over. So I'm like, oh shit, maybe the daughter is secret agent too, and they just don't know they secret agents. Nah, that's not it either. That's not how it happened. The daughter is the furthest thing from a secret agent, which I should have paid attention to when she fell on the ground screaming. Hey, when the lady got shot, but whatever. So, old girl get up, you know what I'm saying? She tell her daughter, you know what I'm saying, get the fuck on. She got this nigga tied up in the shoe closet. This ain't even a regular closet. She got my man in the shoe closet. I know he was cramping up like a motherfucker, right? So she tell her, look, get your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Here the keys. It's a storage compartment at this place. You drive there. It's gonna be another car. You drive there and you take your ass to Maine. So I'm like, oh yeah, she is a secret agent. Like, all right, cool. So maybe you know what I'm saying. She just ain't activated yet. Nah, I was still wrong. I was definitely wrong. 'Cause then all the other real agents start coming out, and they ain't know no moves neither. But But they basically let us know this bitch is in witness protection. So I was sitting here like, man, I've been bamboozled. So now through the whole show, I'm low key pissed watching this shit because I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying? We was gonna have an action packed show. This not what this was at all.
No, that's definitely not what this show was.
This is a fucking murder mystery.
With some coke shit.
Yes. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, it's well. First off, hold on. Let me say this. So the main character, Laura, who's
Mm-hmm.
Laura slash Jane. So
Right.
it's Tony Coletti. Like, you know what I'm saying. Y'all seen her in The Sixth Sense. You know what I'm saying, Hereditary.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's been in a lot of shit, man. Like she was in that staircase joint, but anyway, like she as far as like the role that she played, she murdered that
Mm-hmm.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I think she's always like pretty good at what she does. She is one of those actresses that like a lot of people don't tend to talk about much, but
Yeah.
she got her
I mean,
IMDb. It's crazy.
not for nothing. The whole cast did an amazing job.
Oh
There, I
yeah,
don't.
everybody.
There was no bad acting in the show at all. At least not to me. It wasn't.
Oh yeah, I 100% agree with you. But like, yeah, I see what you're saying. Like the first time, cause see, this is my second time watching this. I watched it
Right.
when it came out in
Right.
2022, and so you know, going watching it the first time, I could see what you're thinking. Because I was thinking, like, when she did that whole throat slash shit, I'm like, oh,
I'm
yeah, she
telling you,
definitely
bro.
got some kind of military training from somewhere or something like,
Nope.
you know, because I was surprised when I seen her in the chair too. And then I
Mhm.
was thinking, oh, like, obviously she got a plan. Like, there's something up
That's
under
what
the
I said.
chair. Like,
Exactly.
she just
Exactly.
got shit just hiding, you know what I'm saying, through the
Exactly.
house.
Right.
And no, what's hilarious, not hilarious, but it's like for for Ghost to be her ex-husband.
That was crazy. That was crazy. Hey
Yo,
man,
Omari
yo,
Hardwick is her husband, yo.
let me tell you something. For the roles that he get, bro, because he gets some roles that he really ain't meant for. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
this
the
made no
stuff that
sense
he
for him.
did,
This,
none. But
I think,
but he did
if I'm
such
not
a
mistaken,
great job though.
hold on, I want to make sure. I think that this was the first thing that he did after playing Ghost. Let me see. No, no, no.
Nah, because he
Hold on.
did that zombie movie, remember?
Yeah, yeah, cause yeah, see, yeah, that ended in 2020. He did Spell. He did
Mm-hmm.
that damn Michael Che, the Army, in the Army of the Dead. So yeah,
Yep.
so so yeah, he did do some stuff, but like it's just like for, I mean, I know you didn't really watch Power like that, but
Mm-hmm.
for Power to pop off the way that it did,
Mm-hmm.
and those to be his next like
Bro,
things that he
I'm
did,
talking about. I'm talking about. You gotta give him an applause, bro, because he's one of those people that you don't expect to be like with this. I didn't expect him to be in this. When I seen him, I'm thinking, okay, so maybe Omari Hardwick is the action guy. Because the whole time I'm still stuck on this whole thing is gonna be action until like maybe like the third episode. I kind of gave up on it. But I'm like, okay, maybe Omari Hardwick is the guy that got the skills. Nah, this nigga's a lawyer.
yeah, not only a lawyer, I'm talking about button up. You know what I mean? Like he ain't doing nothing. Like
Harvard, Harvard
yeah,
graduate.
like
This
when
nigga,
when he was
this nigga
ready to.
taking
Soon,
staring
soon
off
as he saw
ice.
soon as he saw that body in that shoe closet, you gotta call 911. She's like,
Bro, this nigga,
no.
my nigga had on the glasses with the Gucci frames and a cardigan, bro. Like classic black suburban dad, bro. Like perfection. I'm talking about he played that role to a T, bro. Like you
He
couldn't tell
definitely
me
did,
he wasn't a rich lawyer in real life.
and you couldn't convince me that he was. Like really, it felt like he was really upset when they had that conversation. He was like, "Yo, our
I'm
daughter," and
telling
she was
you.
like, "You mean my daughter?" He's
Exactly, bro.
like, "I
Exactly,
know this
bro.
bitch didn't just hit me with a." You know what I'm saying? That's my
Bro.
daughter. Like,
He might as well should have just told Tasha, I just lost the love of my life. You know what I'm saying? Basically, that's all that was, bro. That's basically all that was, bro.
hey, but he was mad as fuck, which I don't blame him. And that's why, like, when we had the conversation beforehand, when you were
Hmm.
saying that she was an asshole, basically, that shit right there was an asshole move. Like,
No, you are right. You are right. But I say she was an asshole because none of this shit did had to happen.
not the way that it went down, no, but
Yeah,
the
none
way
of this
she
had to
went
happen.
about, a lot of shit. Like, I'm not gonna give her a pass for the way that her life ending up, because obviously, number one, you like, first of all, your dad is in the goddamn. Uh, he was in the politics. He's
This
fucking
nigga
on
was
the
a
business.
multi-billionaire, bro.
Yeah, your brother is on. You know what I'm saying? Well, you are one of the best piano players in the fucking country, but
Exactly.
you fascinated by this fucking dude who got nothing going on with his life, and
Who stole somebody's identity.
yeah, and then you go fucking with the dude, then you get pregnant by the dude, and then you put together this whole fucking scam that your dad murdered and set your brother up. Like
Oh,
you,
I don't even we gotta wait to get in the Knicks
yeah.
because that nigga he pissed me off too, bro. He's a loser. He's a
These
fucking loser.
if you think about it, most dudes who are like considered to be quote unquote cult leaders, they be kind of losers.
Cult leader? This nigga ain't no fucking
No,
cult
no.
leader. This nigga's a fucking weirdo. Let me tell you something. Let's get in this nigga. Fuck that. Let's get in this nigga. Let me tell you something, bro. If I find a billionaire's daughter, all that environmentalist shit and all that shit we was on, hey, fuck y'all. I'm out, bro. I won. We up.
Yes, 100%.
We up. You know what I'm saying? Whatever her dad talking about, hey, you said I get a job with the company. Oh man, let's do this, sir. Hey, you know what? You my guy. I like you, sir. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you on, let's do this, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay, we dumping toxic stuff out of there, but maybe we could work something out there where we don't do none of that no more. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we can find something different. And if not, that's cool too. But yeah, I'm with that. I'm not worried about what these losers talking about, man. You want to keep running up and protesting and doing all this goofy shit, bro? It's $1 billion at the house.
Yes.
Fuck all that environmental shit. If a billionaire's daughter came to me right now and was like, it was like, it was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I think you should work for my dad and da 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 because DoorDash is cool. I know you're your own boss, but I think you'll be in a better position. This is the billionaire's daughter. Hey, let me tell you something. I never DoorDash again a day in my life. Never do it again a day in my life.
And then you impregnate her too? What?
Man, he had to go. This nigga was Charlie. He had the keys to the chocolate factory, man.
And fucked it all
Fucking loser, bro. Because this nigga wanted to worry about the shit that this nigga was doing. I'm not even worried about the shit her dad doing. Okay. First off, where the lotion at so I can massage your hands? Because I know you got a piano recital tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? These are the important things in life. I'm not worried about no fucking trying to prove a point. This nigga talking about he's the evil man and all that. Man, get this nigga out of here, man. She should have. Let me tell you something. This is why I say this show could have been way less episodes. Because in real life, she really could have just let that nigga walk off when he gave her the ultimatum. But he was like, it's either me or you gonna stay with your family. Hey, you know what I'm saying? It's been real, my guy.
Yeah, it's been real.
You know what I'm saying? She could have been a world famous piano player. She could have been in charge of the fucking company. She could have did all kind of shit. But nah, this bitch hiding in different states with different names with a black husband.
Yo, and
That ain't
then
the way shit's supposed to be, man.
and then want to be pissed off at the choices that you made. Like you made those fucking choices. My man gave you an ultimatum.
Come on, man.
Look, let me tell you something. This is for anybody that's listening to this podcast. If you come to me about some goddamn ultimatum shit, just know either way it go, I'm picking the opposite. Just because you gave me an ultimatum.
Absolutely.
Like,
whatever side you on,
like,
I'm not buying it.
I'm on the opposite side. Don't come to me talking about yo, it's either this or that. No.
And don't do it when the other side is $1 billion.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying?
I can easily make that decision. You ain't even got to finish that sentence. Just go ahead and walk off.
Yeah, so like I think that man, she was so fucking bitter, man. Like with the decisions that she made. And like she treated people around her like shit. She treated Charlie like shit. I don't know why. I mean, I guess, man, it's like at the end of the day, like the type of person that it seemed like Charlie was he was just a genuinely nice person that cared for people. And like, and I think Laura kind of took advantage of that. And like, so when she would hit him with that bullshit, you know what I'm saying? He still was, no matter what happens, she calls, he's on the way. Like how she treated Andy at times, like I understand how she was trying to push her to have her own life, but the way she did it, like when they were showing her, when, you know what I'm saying, when she was going through her cancer treatment, man, she would treat her like shit. Like, this bitch left from school to come home to help take care of you because you got fucking chemo. You got breast cancer. And you yelling at her and getting on her about not having a life and all types of shit like that. And you trying to basically like kill yourself and shit.
Can you imagine how she would have beat breast cancer with $1 billion, bro?
She beat it without it.
But I'm saying though, like she was going through it. She had to listen to old girl talk about Disney World every fucking day. I'm not gonna hear that shit. That bitch just kept talking about Disney World and her grandkids. She was like, "Hey man, shut the fuck up! I want to hear that bullshit. You're
She
not
like,
going to no
bitch.
goddamn Disney World. We came here to die, motherfucker. We ain't hear that bullshit about no Disney World. Getting everybody hopes up in this motherfucker." Hey, bro, I was so weak. I was so weak, bro. She gave her the cool little hint at first. You know what I'm saying? She kind of shrugged her out. She was like, "Is there something you want to do?" She was like, "Yeah, finish this book, motherfucker. Quit talking to me." Motherfucker just came back the next day. She just kept talking about it. She's like, "Hey man, shut that shit up. We not going nowhere. Don't you see we hooked up to IVs and chemo and these comfy ass chairs, bitch? We not going nowhere. Motherfucker, you might not make it out that chair. You talking about some fucking Disney World? Get out of here, man." She wasn't having that shit, bro. That shit was funny.
It was, but she was like, and I think that like at the end of the day, she was mad at her own choice, and then gonna do some stupid. This is another thing. My man gave you an ultimatum, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so he dips out on your ass. You shut your own fucking hand in a fucking car door so you can't fucking play anymore. And then you go to my man, you know what I'm saying, fucking him with a cast on your hand. Like, first of all,
That it make that picture questionable too. It make that picture questionable.
first off, nobody said you had to fucking break your hand. You did this shit on your own. It's like
Absolutely.
it's like when once they start showing you more of Jane, it's like the more you look at Laura and be like, yo, like the person that you became is not only it's a shell of Jane, but it's
Mhm.
more of like a person that's really pissed off about how their life became, but you're the cause of it.
And
So
what's even crazier is too is that the more you see of Jane, you understand why her dad was the way he was. Though. You know what I'm saying? You
yeah,
get why he was so you know what I'm saying owner and sheltering her and everything else because obviously he seen this motherfucker was incapable of living life by themselves.
yes. And he also realized that I can't trust you to make great decisions. So
Right.
I kind of got to guide y'all decisions because y'all make dumb shit. And then when you look, you got one person who is your demise because she got you
Yep.
fucking killed. Then you got a son who got his dumb ass recorded saying some dumb shit that can get you and your whole
And
family fucked up.
and
Then
then
you
out of
got
all
another one.
people, you gonna go to your sister's boyfriend to do this shit? Come on, man.
And then not only that, your sister's boyfriend, that I'm pretty sure the dad told you because he called my man out that you stole somebody's identity that died fucking 4 years ago. I'm pretty sure the
And
dad told him,
she didn't even flinch off that shit, bro.
yo,
When he said that, she was just sitting there looking like, oh, like, bitch, you ain't just heard this nigga said? Nick Harp is dead. This nigga don't even exist in real life.
I'm sitting here
Crazy,
like,
man.
yo, yeah, he understood that, yo, y'all motherfuckers can't make no fucking decisions about this bitch. And then the other brother, he goes in and does the whole fucking shit with y'all, and he gets shot. Talking about
Mm-hmm.
I'm dying for some shit that I believe in. What the fuck? Like the dad knew, and then they got my man shot for no damn reason. Like, but then at the same time, like people that got that type of money, yeah, there's some shady shit going on. Like,
I mean, how else do you get to $1 billion?
yeah,
You don't
like so,
if getting to $1 billion was that easy, we'd all be billionaires. No shit. Like that's the thing that was pissing me off about him. He talking about yeah, but the Queller family isn't innocent either. No, duh, they billionaires. Ain't no billionaire. You think this nigga Elon Musk ain't got a few bodies or something, or he ain't killed a people in the lab, or I mean, you heard the robot just scratched dude up at Tesla. You know what I'm saying? You think
yeah,
Elon Musk give a fuck about that? No, nigga, this shit must go on. What the fuck are we talking about? Shit, this is for the betterment of society. That's what the Quellers did. They bettered society. You know what I'm saying? Nobody give a fuck about what this eco cult member was talking about. Get this nigga out of here, man. And that nigga was wearing leather jackets. Fuck out of here. He ain't no goddamn. He don't give a fuck about the ecosystem.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Nah, they was on some wild shit, man. And I
Absolutely.
just and then like her daughter, I really think that like yo, from the decisions that you made at the ages
Mm-hmm.
that your daughter, is maybe she was a little younger. I think she was a little younger because her daughter turned 30, so I think she was younger. But like the decision that you made and your two brothers made, like obviously there's like a thinking trend that kind of continues on in the bloodstream because you really thought your daughter was gonna get in that damn car and drive the fucking main. Get the fuck out of here. That bitch is like, I'm not driving no main. There's some shit going on, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on because you ain't trying to tell me nothing.
Oh my god, she's the worst. If I don't even understand why they made her any kind of police anything. She
Man,
didn't
you
have
gotta get off of that,
no man. Because
man.
listen, bro. First and foremost, man. This is why I say that was that's another thing, bro. That's a horrible way to start the show off. Is to make her involved with the police department. Cause she didn't know nobody from the goddamn police department. She wasn't talking to nobody from the goddamn police department. The police came, they didn't know her. None of this shit. First and foremost, as a police person, I don't care if you're on dispatch, I don't care if you're on patrol, I don't care if you're at a desk. You gotta go through the police academy to become a police officer, right?
Well, I don't think for the 911 dispatchers because I used to deliver to a 911 dispatch place that was
Mm-hmm.
on my last route. No, first of all, they was in there with just regular ass clothes on. I don't even know why she had a fucking uniform on. To
That's
be
what I'm
honest with
saying.
you,
So that's why I said the uniform they should have never had her in the uniform because it didn't make sense. For her to be in the uniform means she knew something. She was involved. She was more than a dispatcher. Something was up. Something else was happening. So for her to be in a police uniform and the whole I'm talking about all the way up until at least episode 7, she's still asking questions. She don't know shit about what's going on in life. This is the most delusional, unaware person that I've ever seen in a TV show. First off, she walked down. Perfect example. She in the old house. All of a sudden, memories is coming back. You mean to tell me you moved so much you forgot what the fuck happened as a kid? That shit don't make sense. I moved around a lot as a kid, and I remember a lot of shit.
I don't think. I think they only went to that place in Georgia because think about it. When Charlie,
She didn't. She
not
didn't.
Charlie. Hold on. What's that damn? It was Charlie. Wait a minute. I've been saying that shit wrong.
No, not Charlie.
Gordon
Gordon.
was the
Yeah,
husband. I said that shit
yeah.
wrong. Charlie was the FBI agent. That
Was the friend?
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize, y'all. Earlier, I was talking about Gordon, and I said Charlie, so I got that name wrong.
Okay.
But
Okay.
but Charlie, the ex, well not ex, but the cop guy.
Right.
So he came to her probably a few years before all this shit happened because he was trying to get them to move
Mm-hmm.
because Nick killed I
Everybody.
think the girl
Carla.
that raised the Andy when she was a baby,
Her name was
and
Carla.
so Carla.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna have to move y'all." He was like, "Well, we made this a home, and I don't want to move her, because she's doing well here."
Well,
And
remember, because they didn't move until
I,
no, you are right. Because
they never moved.
Carla, yeah, they did. They went to Belle Isle.
That's what she's always been.
Oh, okay, yeah. I ain't think.
Because
I thought it
this
was.
is what happened when Charlie asked her to move. She was like, and he said that Gordon can't be a lawyer anymore.
Oh, yep.
That's why.
Okay, okay.
That's why they
When they was at
divorced.
the birthday party.
Yes, that's why they
Yeah,
divorced because Charlie, he wanted to stay a lawyer and practice
yeah.
law and all that type shit. So they got a divorce. and they stayed, so they never moved. I just think
Mm-hmm.
that Andy just really just kind of, I mean, she was two, you know what I'm saying, the first 2 years of her life. So, I mean, I don't
Time out,
remember
man.
shit when I
What?
was two.
What
So
did you just say?
she was two. Andy was two.
For the first 2 years of her life?
Yeah. You don't remember none of that shit? What you talking about?
Never mind. That shit just sound crazy. Like, yeah, she was two for the first 2 years of her life. That shit just sound crazy. Nah,
Oh,
but
my bad. I didn't even realize I said
but
that.
nah, but nah. So remember, remember when they was with when she was with Carla and Eli. Remember, she was still moving around and shit. So when her mom finally came back and got her, remember, she didn't even want to leave with her mom.
Well, I mean,
She
she didn't
wanted
know
to
who she
stay with
was.
Eli and Carla. Yeah, she wanted to stay with Eli and Carla. So I mean, she because when Nick had killed Charlie with the car accident, he went and got
Hit.
her and brought her
Hmm.
back to that spot. And then when she woke up, she was remembering everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? She was having flashbacks or whatever, which I thought was weird because I'm like, how do you not know? How do you not remember none of this up until, you know what I'm saying, like now? It wasn't like there's erasing her memory or nothing.
Yeah, but I mean, it's hard. Like for for her to be two when you know what I'm saying she met her mother in person, and then like as soon as she meet her, she moves her and all of this stuff. Like it'd be really hard to remember that type of stuff. Now, for it to come back to her the way that it did when it did, like
Mm-hmm.
okay, I can understand it, but like at the same time, if your brain never, you know what I'm saying, if there's never anything to remind you of that shit, it's I don't know why she would have remembered it. Is what I'm saying. Like I can see how
Oh,
she couldn't remember that shit when you know what I'm saying when she left when she was two.
I don't know, man. It just I don't know. For her to just for her to wake up after a car crash, you know what I'm saying, and see that house, and then all of a sudden her memories come flooding back to her. I'm just saying, like it was nothing ever happening or going on that it seemed like that would take her memory away. You know what I'm saying, or make her forget those moments.
That's just like when people say, "Oh well, the smell of such and such," like it always takes me back to this certain place. But if you never smell it, you might not be taken back to that place.
Well, no,
So
yeah, that I understand what you're saying, but I'm just saying, like, okay, so when she had, because when she was at the place, she had to be older than two. Because remember, like, she was moved, she had to be at least like 5 or 6 before she left out of there.
you know what? She was four. I'm sorry. That's my fault. Because she served four she almost served 5 years. Because remember
Hmm.
when Charlie came to her and he was like, "Oh, so you served 4 years?" She was like, 4 years, 8 months, and so many days.
Yeah,
So she was four. So that's
yeah,
my
I'm about to say
mistake.
she
My
had to be
mistake.
older because remember she
Yeah,
was talking and
that's my
walking and
mistake.
everything. So at first, you know what I'm saying, when her mom came and got her, you know what I'm saying, she was so used to Carla and Eli, like she ran off, she didn't want to be with her mom or whatever. And then she went into like the little playhouse or whatever, and then she had I think like she spit in her mom's face or something like that, which is
Yeah, she
crazy.
did spit in her face.
Which
Super
is
crazy.
crazy. So she, you know, her mom was about to get, you know what I'm saying, she fresh out. You know what I'm saying? This first day out, she about to, you know what I mean? She about to go in. And then Carla was like, nah, 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 nah. Like, I got her. I got her. She wild and I got her. You know what I'm saying? So Carla got her. You know what I'm saying? Carla was real sentimental about this, especially, you know what I'm saying? Because she been sitting here raising a kid for the last 4 years. You know what I mean? Basically, it's her daughter. Now she got to let her go, even though she an agent and she ain't even supposed to be attached like that. She ain't care. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of stuff going on in this show that wasn't supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? But it happened.
And that's just like when her one brother, when her younger brother was dying, and after getting
Hmm.
shot, he said, "Yo," he was like, "It's gonna be a girl," because he said that's your karma.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was her karma. Like I think that she was a lot like her mom, but
Mm-hmm.
because
Yo,
I
was
think
her
that was
mom crazy?
well, Laura's mom. I just think her mom was just sick of the bullshit and was just trying to leave his ass. I think
I mean,
her
what
mom.
bullshit though? Because they never really showed it.
They didn't, but I think that when you think about her father though, he even like Martin, like even though he was a billionaire and it seemed like he made great decisions, I
Oh no,
think
he
he
was
was kind of
controlling
like
the motherfucker. Yeah,
yeah. I was about to say, I
yeah.
think that he was just so controlling that like her mom was just like, yo, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Like I
Man,
can't
for a
stay with this
billion
dude.
dollars, hey, fuck all that.
Man,
That's
come
cool.
on, man. It wasn't no
He could have
prenups
got
back
me
then, was it?
prenup. Man, that bitch wasn't getting nothing. That nigga's a billionaire. She was getting an offer. You heard what he told her. You heard what he told her in front of the car. Like, bitch, I get you put in the hospital. I ain't got to worry about nothing. Hey, let me tell you something. He could have adopted me, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'd have took Laura's place. Teach me how to play the piano. Groom me into being a successful business person. What are we talking about, man? Some of these issues, some of these issues that these characters be having, bro, be issues that normal motherfuckers. It's not an issue to us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not a real issue. She killed that man. She got that man killed because he was too controlling. Talking about, oh, he's gonna take her away from me, and she'll be a billionaire too. How's that bad?
Hey, he did try to kill Andy though before knowing Andy was Andy. He did try to kill that bitch though. Cause he
I
had
mean,
put that
yeah.
stuff in her drink. And now, granted, like when you're
How was
thinking
he
about
supposed to
things,
know?
but when you think of these things from his point of view, now I'm not saying this shit is right. I'm not saying that what Martin was trying to do is right. All I'm
Mhm.
saying is Martin's looking at it like, yo, you got pregnant by a guy that you don't even know his real fucking name. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker
Nobody knows
stole
this nigga
somebody's
name.
identity.
Exactly.
So I'm not trying to bring that type shit into my family because our name, Quellers, is a real deal name in the fucking United States. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got a
That's what
reputation
I'm
to keep.
saying, bro. That's what I'm
Then
saying.
you ain't married. So he's like, because this was the 80s. So this was,
Yeah, let's say it's about the
yeah.
70s.
So this is the 80s. So like, he's like, yo, I can't have my prodigy daughter having a baby by a guy that we don't even know his fucking name. For real, for real. So yeah, I'm gonna put some
And this
stuff in your
motherfucker
drink to
run a
try to
cult.
kill this baby.
This
Yeah,
nigga ain't got no house. He ain't got no job. You know what I'm saying? This nigga using other people's vans to go do protests. Come on, man. These niggas were trying to start a bomb with dye packs. That's the type of shit this nigga was on. This nigga was trying to blow up a dye pack on stage at this fucking conference thing that's happening. That's the type of shit he was on. I'm gonna tell you something, man. Nigga's a loser.
he is a
That's the
loser.
type of shit you interested in doing when it's $1 billion on the other side. You know the type of nigga you could have had a fucking a Firebird. You know what I'm saying? You could have had all kind of leather jackets. Like, what
Yeah,
are we
this is
talking about?
stupid.
You could have been eating good at the family table. Like, man, this nigga was tripping, bro. I'm not giving a fuck about no protest. Let me tell you, if a nigga hit me right now, bro, and was like, man, let's go do this protest, and the billionaire's daughter come outside and choose me, protest over with. We done. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying? We not protesting
hey,
nothing. Matter of fact, get all these people arrested. Get them out of here.
hey.
What we talking about?
As a matter of fact, my real name is. I need to
and,
get in the
and and
wheel.
I'm sure, and I'm sure he knew the nigga real name because he knew Nick Hart was already dead 4 years ago.
So yeah. Nick was on. He was on some wild shit. But the thing is, for this dude to still be trying to hunt this woman down 30 years
Oh yeah,
later.
he was on some bullshit, man.
Like, man, if you don't move the fuck on, you on the
Well, no,
FBI
no,
most wanted
I get
list.
it. I get it though. I get it because now after knowing everything that happened, I understand why he was doing what he was doing. He was trying to clear his name.
Yeah, because
However,
he wanted that tape. Because the
yeah.
tape
However,
proved that a dude that was running for whatever I
Jasper.
think vice president.
No,
Yeah,
remember that was Jasper. He was trying to.
yeah,
He
Jasper.
ended
Yeah,
up being. he ended up being the CEO because of everything that happened. But remember, him and Jasper was supposed to be working in tandem, so Jasper would end up being the CEO. Excuse me, instead of Jane, because he was basically grooming Jane to be the CEO. That's what
Yeah,
I gathered from this whole thing. Like he was making her a piano prodigy. You know what I'm saying? Like he was putting her in the right positions, and she kind of just blew that shit off, which to me was crazy. I was like, man, I'd have never in a billion years.
I don't understand Jane. Uh,
I don't either.
because the route that she ended up taking, and then this is what this route got you. This route got you. You know what I'm saying? First of all, my man almost killed your ass. Then you fucking go to jail for almost 5 years, have your baby in prison, then have to give your baby to somebody else to raise for fucking 4 years, and
Mm-hmm.
then you get out and you in protective custody all over some shit about killing your dad for like really like the reasoning is stupid. Like none of this
Absolutely.
shit made no
Because you
sense.
felt
It's
like he
like,
was too controlling.
but I think, man, when it comes to like super rich people like that, man, it's just like you said, like it's there. That's why it's a term called rich people problems.
Mm-hmm.
Because we sitting back looking at this shit like, yeah, I could have dealt with that.
Dealt with
Like,
it. Nigga, I'd have welcomed
yeah,
it.
like,
What?
and
Ain't nothing
and
wrong with that.
it's like, yo, like the reasoning was stupid, but then at the same
Mm-hmm.
time, it's like this guy. And then another thing. Now, well, if Martin never would have been dead, then I mean, well, that really wouldn't even really mean anything. But like, my whole thing was, I felt like your daughter had turned 30 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and when you knew, my whole thing was, now it wouldn't be a 8 episode show if this would have happened, but when my man tried to kill you, you know what I'm saying, put the plastic bag over your head, instead of sending your daughter off the way that you did, yo, I got some shit to tell you. You know what I mean? I got into some shit 30 years ago.
That was
You
the
know what I
time to
mean?
start letting her know exactly that.
Like,
Let me tell you something. My life, I was supposed to go to college. I was supposed to pledge. You know what I'm saying? I could have been a mason, all kind of things. But it wasn't $1 billion on the other side, so I chose no. But if it was $1 billion on the other side, my trajectory would have been totally different, brother. Okay, I'd have did everything everybody wanted me to do. You know what I'm saying? I'd have followed everybody's rules. $1 billion?
yeah. I do not understand Jane at all.
At
I don't
all.
understand. I don't understand
At
what she did.
all.
And even her decision making afterwards, but even the daughter, like Andy. Now, I get it because like there is, I think that there was a part of her that was just like, yo, there's some shit going on here, and I'm gonna figure
Mm-hmm.
it out. But
Mm-hmm.
once you started to realize how dangerous this shit really was, you ain't built for that life. Like
Obviously.
Andy, you are not built for
Obviously.
that life.
We seen
Like
that the first episode.
your mom's is. But I will
No,
tell
see,
you
she wasn't
though,
either.
well, this is what I mean by that. Like Jane did, like when it came down to doing the shits back then, she did it.
That's
Like,
because she had $1 billion behind her, man. Yeah, it's
no, no, no,
easy.
no.
You talking about getting her dad killed?
Yeah, I'm talking about that
That
type shit.
that's because she had $1 billion. Like she was Jane Giller, whatever her name is. She was
Quiller.
Quiller. Yeah, she was Jane Quiller then. It's easy to be Jane Quiller and be like, hey, my dad's trying to take everything from me. I don't want to live like this. And the lady be like, yeah, you're right, Jane. And then go kill everybody and kill herself. That's different. Now, if she was Laura and she said that shit, she'd be like, bitch, if you don't get the fuck, you ain't supposed to be in here. Get your ass out of here. That shit would have never went down to shit, Laura. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody listen to poor people.
Hey, boy, you stupid. Well, I don't think it was poor. I mean, she had a whole house with a goddamn beach house or whatever the fuck that damn shit
Let
was
me tell
back
you
there.
something. That briefcase that she had with all that money in it,
Hmm.
and they was living like that, she was poor. Okay? I don't care what you say, brother. I don't care what you say, brother. They was poor. Because ain't no fucking way we living in this shithole with all this money just lying around. Nah, man.
Hey,
Hell
man, that's
no.
hilarious.
Hell no.
Nah, I thought some of the shit was kind of
I'm
wild.
sorry. She was driving a Hyundai, bro.
Oh, you talking about the car that was in the storage building?
A fucking Hyundai with millions of dollars in the suitcase, my nigga. Nah, man. Hell no, bro. No, man. No. Fuck no, bro. Let me tell you something.
Oh
When I got
man.
that, when I would have gotten that storage and I would have found that suitcase with all that money in it,
Oh.
I'd have called her and cussed her the fuck out. You mean to tell me we had all this fucking money and this is, man, nah, bro. Hell nah. I'm sitting here working
Oh,
at the fucking 911 dispatch for nothing. Yeah, nah, nigga.
oh man.
We'd have had a
Damn,
lot
I
more
used to.
problems than that, bro. Trust me. She wouldn't have had to. She would have had to go back into witness protection for me because I'd have I'd have tried to whip her ass. Ain't no way,
Hey,
bro.
that shit wild, but nah, this shit, man, it had like a lot of like even the other like
Oh man.
storyline shit because it's like the thing is like living a lie like that type of way.
Yeah, it's
And
crazy.
like I remember like when they had the one discussion where her mom kept telling her, well, like her mom was saying something, and the daughter was like, "Yo, you ain't never been, you know, like you never performed, you never been in like a certain type of situation, like you ain't got shit going on with your life." And it's like it would have been so hard for me to be like, "Bitch, I was the best piano player in the country. Like you
Piano,
ain't gonna come to me talking
piano
about I don't know
player,
how to do nothing."
piano
Like,
player. Bitch, I was a billionaire. I don't give a fuck about the piano. I had money. If you
hey
knew who I
man,
really was, shit,
man,
bitch, I'm
playing
Jane Quiller. Fuck out of here.
hey man, playing the piano, man, that's prestige, man.
Fuck that piano, bitch. I was a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? Before you came along, bitch, I had it made. I made these decisions for you. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing too, man. Andy was she. I don't know, man. She was real selfish. You know what I'm saying? Her mom going through all this shit. She just got stabbed in the hand. She just sliced the nigga throat open. You know what I'm saying? Then she come home trying to get better. She done been through breast cancer. She done got kidnapped, almost died, getting suffocated. And this bitch getting mad and talk about, well, why don't you tell me what's going on? Bitch, I can't tell you what's going on. I got people trying to kill me. That's the last thing on my fucking mind right now is worried about uh, 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 if you know all the information. How about we secure my life first so I can't tell you? You know what I'm saying? If you would have learned what the fuck you learned in police academy, we wouldn't even have to be going through this no way. Fuck.
Now I'm gonna tell you what's wild though, man. Like Charlie, like the FBI
Mm-hmm.
guy. For your whole life is to be looking after this family and pretending to be like a quote unquote like distant family member. Like
Yeah,
I can understand why him and his wife and his family was having issues because it's like
yeah.
that is a weird ass job description if you think about it.
Well, you seen it with Clara too, though. You know what I'm saying? Because remember when Clara when she was when I'm gonna say Jenny. I don't know. It made me feel like this bitch is Jenny. When when Jane had came back to come get her, you know what I'm saying? Clara was hurt. She like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I done spent 4 years raising this little girl like it was mine. But like I said, that was her job. So you know what I'm saying? She grew an attachment, and I feel like Charlie did too, because Charlie grew an attachment. Like, remember when she had went to Charlie's house and she picked up the plane and realized that the dust had like it was outlined in dust like two things like picture frames was removed, and then she started going through her shit and she like, I can't trust Charlie either. The whole time this nigga just like, nah, I just don't want you motherfuckers to know what my family look like just in case a motherfucker come after me. And he was you know what I'm saying, he was there for him the whole time.
Like he was, but I think he also hit the pictures because I think that would also be blowing his cover because
Oh yeah,
everything
yeah,
because I'm pretty
yeah.
sure that like he never like he lied about like a lot of that shit. He probably was like, he's not married and he don't have a
Well, I mean,
family and
he
all
got
this
to
shit.
though. He got to
Yeah,
protect them.
and I just think that like that whole job description, even when it came to Michael Vargas, like well, he was supposed to never come in contact with her, but like
Mm-hmm.
just to be following somebody around that's protective custody, like man, that's just
And
one
this
of those
nigga
things
fell in love
where
with him.
yeah, this dude completely fell in love with it with the target. Like
Horrible, horrible at his job.
yeah, he's terrible. That's why he had to go to DC, and
Yeah,
like,
absolutely, as he should.
and that's why he said I'm gonna be back because they're gonna fire me. Like, they're
Yeah,
gonna fire
he
me,
already
so
knew.
I'll be back.
Seeing how you Jane Queller's daughter, motherfucker, you can help me out. God damn,
Yo,
they
but
just
on a
ruined
rip,
everybody's life, bro. Poor
no,
Gordon.
but then, you really just gonna let the money just burn though in the house? Like, ain't nobody gonna try to pull the money out?
I mean, there's a lot more where that came from. She probably didn't even put all the money in that suitcase, bro. Ain't no telling how much money she got stashed out for real. The fact that they had that shit in the suitcase, I was just wondering, like, bro, I wonder how much money she really got, because ain't no way that was all their money.
Well, that was the money from oh man, they fucking robbed something too. What the fuck did they rob? I don't think they showed it because remember,
Was this when she was with Nick?
yeah, because when they was at the house with that,
Oh, that was you right. You're right. That was their
yeah,
money. That was yeah. You're right. You're right.
yeah, and see that's what she learned. Cause I was wondering, like watching this shit, and we starting to see more and more of Laura. And for me personally, I'm like, okay, obviously she ain't got no special skills. She wasn't
No.
in no military. She wasn't in special ops. Like,
Mm-mm.
how the fuck did she learn this damn move? And then they finally show us. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Well, there was a whole
Nick.
situation where Nick Neal, they was kidnapping some people, and the girl got loose, and then with the stab my man, and it went into his hand, and then he did the whole little reverse thing and slip. Well, he
He
didn't
did
get
the
to do it
John
as
Wick
good.
move.
He caught on the side of the neck.
Yeah.
Now you telling me you want to talk about some shit? This bitch saw this shit 30 years ago for the first time of her life, and you do this shit twice as better as he did it, because he cut the girl on the side of the neck.
Yeah.
She got a
This
clean,
she went across the whole
yo,
shit.
with an audience, my guy.
Hey,
There's people
perfection.
sitting on the floor,
Perfection.
you know what I'm saying, traumatized, and you
Yeah.
fucking do this shit perfectly and cut my man perfectly across the neck.
Saved everybody.
You know what I'm saying?
Hero.
After watching somebody do it one time for the first time 30 years prior.
And then went on TV and blew your whole cover.
Just to get fucking Nick, you know what I'm saying? To I yeah, it
Man,
was
listen. The whole thing is this. This is what really pisses me off. So when she was Jane Queller, her dad was very controlling. She was messing with Nick. Nick didn't fuck. I mean, her dad didn't fuck with Nick, and she was in love with Nick. So because she was in love with Nick, she was going on and doing all these protests and shit. Even though she was a part of the family, these motherfuckers was protesting against, which to me was already weird. Then once they get in the, you know what I'm saying, once they go through all the protests and shit, they go to this conference or whatever in Oslo. They in Oslo. She convinces the scientist lady or whoever this lady was supposed to. I think she's a scientist or some or a doctor or teacher or some shit like that. But she convinced her basically to kill her dad. Now the lady ends
well,
up killed. Yeah,
remember it wasn't the real lady. It was somebody that was posing to be the lady that was supposed to be on the panel. That wasn't the original lady that was supposed to be on the panel. Because
right.
remember,
That's
he
the
was
that's
like,
the
"This
lady that
isn't
Nick
such." He
sent.
was like, "This isn't
Yeah,
really such and such. Get
that's
this
the
lady off
lady
the
that Nick
stage."
sent to imitate the lady, right?
Yes.
Because he was supposed to she was supposed to pull out the dye packs and do the stupid ass protest thing. Which I ain't gonna lie to you, man. When I heard that plan, I thought about Jane in that moment. And I said, this plan, this is the nigga you sticking with? This the plan that this nigga got to blow up some dye packs on live TV just to prove a point. That's just like when the PETA people throw paint on furs.
Yo, that's just
You
like when the people was going to the basketball games trying to, trying to fucking chain themselves to a basketball goal.
you
Yo,
think
that shit is hilarious.
you think these people not gonna buy another fur? Or you think this nigga you think that's gonna stop this nigga from dunking? Because you chained to the bottom of the bat? No, chain yourself to the hoop. That's what you do. That's how you stop a dunk. Yeah, you gonna get dunked on. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? With the right nigga, LeBron come down and windmill on you. But you know what I'm saying? Maybe they'll stop the game to get you up off of there. But if you doing it at the bottom of the goddamn basketball rim, that don't make no sense. You out of bounds. They don't even play out of bounds. So that's stupid. You throw paint on the fur, guess what? They'll just go buy another one. They got money. You know what I'm saying? So here you are, you exploding dye packs on live TV. What is that supposed to prove? Oh, he got exploded by a dye pack. That's now you done started an investigation on the lady and on your ass. You know what I'm
That's
saying? Here
crazy.
she and then here come Jane, you know what I'm saying, the billionaire's daughter. She like, nah, fuck that dye pack. I got this gun. Why don't you just kill him? Fucked
But this is
everything
the
up.
thing. If the bomb, I don't know what's the blast radius on this thing, but they could have died too, cause her and Nick was in the room.
That's my point, bro. That's what I'm saying. Jane luckily gave the girl a gun. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, I ain't gonna kill everybody. We just gonna kill him. Now you kill him. Here comes Jasper taking over. You know what I'm saying?
Don't forget, she killed herself. The lady.
Definitely killed herself. Now Jasper takes over, and you asked out. You hiding for the rest of your life. That
That's
made
crazy.
sense to her. That was a good life for her. Fuck out of here, man. If I just had a kid and we got $1 billion in the tuck, and all we got to do is just follow the rules so we can later on have $1 billion in the tuck, I'm gonna be playing piano. I'm gonna be at the goddamn art shows. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be at the meetings. Yeah, come on, man. Let's make this happen. That shit don't even make sense. He could have made a story up. Yeah, the she had a husband. Her husband died in a car crash, and you know what I'm saying. Now we're left with little Angie or whatever. Oh, he's a billionaire. They could have crashed the car somewhere off the way, put a dead body in there, let it burn up. The story would have been believable. But instead, she wanted to follow Nick. I'm mad at this shit. All of that shit pissed me off, man. I was just like, all of this went wrong because she made bad decisions, and her dad knew she was gonna make bad decisions, so he tried to keep her close by his side. But she just decided to follow Nick, who just I don't know, man. It's sad. It's real sad. I got sad watching this because I know that deep down inside, bro, real niggas could have made this shit work. You know what I'm saying? Real niggas could have been in this situation living life, and she fucked it up. She fucked it off, bro, for a
She
nigga that
did.
she was scared of and trying to hide her name because she got her dad killed. Man, that's just stupid. It was
At,
stupid.
yeah. At the end of the day, like Pops was right and died
Mm-hmm.
for nothing. You know what I'm saying? He
Mm-hmm.
was right and he died for nothing. Like
Absolutely.
and then like the whole relationship between Jasper and his sister, like that shit was fucked up. Even though like she blackmailed you into CEO, dude. Like that's what I'm saying. Her plan was so stupid because it's like I'm gonna
No,
blackmail you into being like CEO, and I get locked up and I go to jail for fucking 5 years, basically.
I'm gonna tell you what's even worse. I'm gonna tell you what's even worse. Her dumb ass. She there. Talk to Jasper. Maybe you should listen in on what the lawyer is saying. Or what he telling his lawyer. This
Yes,
nigga follow it even after he told her, nah, that's stupid. I ain't gonna get involved in the justice system. He eventually take her advice. Now he know everything that happened. What the fuck is going on? She just make bad decisions after bad. This whole show is about her making stupid ass decisions all throughout the show and fucking up everything. Now
I
you
mean,
was
she
a
really
fucking,
did.
you was a fucking potential billionaire. Went to jail. Now you're a fucking felon. You know what I'm saying? You get your kid back. You living in fucking protective custody, hiding from her, or hiding from your baby daddy. He finds you. You get him caught. He snitch on everything. He like, I'm not going down like this. I lost all the money. I lost the tape. Let me tell y'all what really happened. Tell everything. Guess what? Now your ass is gonna get pinned down. That's stupid. It was stupid, man. I
And
hope it's a season 2.
and then at the same time, when all this shit could have been fixed, but you make the one right decision. Don't listen to your daughter. Shoot this motherfucker in the head. You hear me?
And you
Like,
still didn't do it.
yeah. And now, don't get me wrong, the police is ended up coming, but this dude can exploit everybody. Now, with Jasper being in the position that he's in,
Mm-hmm.
they could pull some Jeffrey Epstein shit, and all of a sudden, the dude that's supposed to be watching them, all of a sudden he take a little, stroll to the bathroom real quick.
But now you got to deal with Jasper, and we all know how Jasper is. Jasper's a dickhead.
Jasper's taking him out. You know what I
Come
mean?
on, man. Now you gotta work for Jasper. You could have been working for your dad who loved you. You know what I'm saying? He had you at the top. Now all of a sudden here comes Jasper. He gonna be asking you to do all kind of stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Go give me some chocolate milk. Oh, you don't want to give me no chocolate milk? Maybe I should go to the authorities. You know what I'm saying? He can do anything at this point because he know the
Man,
truth.
speaking of that, Jasper gonna get Vargas' job back. You know what I'm saying? After the FBI fires his ass, falling in love with the mark. You know what I'm saying? You should go to your uncle. Hey, look.
Come
You know what I'm
on,
saying?
man.
We want him to get his job back. You know what I'm saying? You got the pull. Like,
You think Jasper is going? You think Jasper fuck with them? Jasper don't fuck with them. They out of here, man. This bitch tried to set me up. Not only did she get me this job, she tried to get me out this job. Nah, man, get the fuck out of here. He don't fuck.
that's
He gonna
hilarious.
get that bitch killed.
Man, Jasper
Both
gonna
of
get
them.
everybody killed. Jasper getting
Jasper ain't.
everybody the fuck out of
Jasper
here.
ain't with the shit. Jasper like get all these fucking miscreants out of here, bro. I don't want nothing to do with none of them. And ain't
Yeah,
nobody
that's
gonna say
hilarious.
nothing to him because he run Queller Core. You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy, man. This nigga is the Green Goblin of this universe. He ain't giving none of that shit. He ain't saying none of that shit, bro. He don't care about that.
Oh man, the Green
Jasper
Goblin.
Jasper is the only one I fuck with in this whole thing. That nigga kept it trill throughout everything. He ain't changed not one bit from 30 years ago to the end. That nigga was cutthroat. He was about that money. He was about that business. Bruh, Jasper is the only real one in this whole show. And Gordon,
That's hilarious.
you know what I'm saying? Gordon ended up knowing everything and stuck by her side. Stayed with her. You know what I'm saying? If I
Yep.
was Gordon, if I was Gordon, after I found out all that, after I read all that information, I'm going to jail. Cause I'm a whoop her ass.
Now,
You mean to tell
I'm
me we could have been we could have been in the money?
see,
Here I am working at law firms for nothing. You got a whole goddamn
nah,
$500 million in the goddamn storage? Man, nah,
see,
man. Nah.
I'm going the opposite direction. Now I'm looking at it like, okay, so I got to fulfill the dream that I wanted to do was to be a lawyer, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm looking at it like, oh, well, this is my ticket. So we about to be good money. So we getting back together. You buying me my own practice. You know what I'm saying? For me knowing the information that I know, on top of that, I was down for you. I helped you even get this shit done. So I think that we should either get back together and get back married. So half of this shit is mine, or because of the information that I know, you just shave me some shit off the top, and then we can call this shit even. You know what I'm saying? Either
Right.
way, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting something out of what the fuck I've been doing. You know what I mean? So yeah, Gordon made the right decision, my guy.
Absolutely, bro. So I mean, after all this, bro, how did you end up feeling about um Jane?
The younger version of Jane.
Not just the Jane in general.
Uh, if I could, I'm gonna sum it up like this: Jane is a woman that makes terrible decisions. Um, at the end of the day, she just wasn't a good decision maker, and she was hard headed, and she had a hard headed daughter. And her brother, the younger brother, was right the whole time by saying, "Yo, you're gonna have a daughter because that's your karma." You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
that was her karma. Like I just think that she was just a, we hear stuff about people who, you know what I'm saying, who grew up rich and had a whole bunch of money, and it's just like they're just incapable. I just think she was just incapable of making great decisions. Like,
absolutely. They end up being losers in real life because they could have had all this money. They could have been living the high life. They could have been in Turks and Caicos, you know what I'm saying, on the regular resort, you know what I'm saying, every other morning, every other day. But no, they did some stupid shit.
she definitely did some stupid shit. And I don't know, I
Ooh,
can't
excuse me.
think of any smart thing that she did throughout this whole shit.
Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, man. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get into the fire flame, brother.
Let's do it.
Yoga fire, yoga flame.
So what you rating this, man?
All right, man. First of all, shout out to Tony Coletti. I think she did a good job. Shout out to Omar Hardwick. I think that everyone, and shout out to Michael Vargas. No, his real name ain't Michael Vargas. But the dude that played Michael Vargas, he's my dude that was Will Smith's son in Bad Boys for Life. But so he's starting to come up in the world. But anyway, I think the casting was really good. I think that even though all the things that was being said, I still fuck with this. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the pod, this was my second time watching this. I watched it when it first came out 2 years ago, and I also watched it again for this pod. And with all that being said, like I still fuck with it, man. I think it was definitely worth the watch the second time around. It had its issues, but at the same time, I think that even though some of the shit that was done was stupid, the reason I'm going to give it a 4 is because we don't have a series without these bad decisions being made. So even though Laura made some dumbass decisions throughout her life and treated some people like shit, I still have to give this thing a 4 because I think they did a really, really good job with it. And like I said, I'm not mad that I had to watch this series over again for the second time.
So hold on real quick. All right, there we go. So I'm with you. I thought that this was a amazing show. This show was fun. I laughed at some stuff, even though none of it was comedy, but I seen some stuff that I laughed at. I got into it, you know what I'm saying? I got angry at some stuff. I felt sorry for some characters. You know what I'm saying? A lot of emotion went into the show. Um, I stayed glued. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like it was one of those things where, you can jump in and out. I did feel like it was some filler in some episodes. I feel like it could have been six instead of eight, but I enjoyed it. I'm gonna give it a 4.
Okay.
Indeed,
Hey
indeed,
man,
absolutely, man. So let's get into the coming soon.
let's do it.
Coming soon to own on video and DVD.
All right, man. So you gotta tell me what we got coming next. I don't have the list.
All right. So what we got next is what's next on the list is Oppenheimer. Um,
Think
I don't
so.
even know where we can get it right now. I think it has to be rented to
Yeah,
watch it
it's
again.
you gotta rent it. But I mean, it's
But yeah, so we got Oppenheimer on the list, and so we could do that. But I think Oppenheimer is going to be a conversation. I think that's going
oh,
to be a
absolutely,
conversational type of podcast because there's a lot of shit that was behind the scenes that was dope
yeah, for
to
sure,
talk about. So yes,
for sure,
Oppenheimer is the next film that we have coming next for y'all.
for sure, man. So you guys got the next episode. Make sure you catch up with that. If you haven't seen it yet, make sure you rent it or buy it or whatever. This is one of those things you definitely want to check out. Great producer, great director, great actors. Um, Interesting script. I will say that. And the way it was shot is definitely, if you are a moviegoer or if you are a film buff, this is one of those movies you definitely want to check out. Um, but if you enjoyed this episode, if you did enjoy this episode, if you also watched Pieces of Her and you were wondering why Andrea was a cop and she didn't have no cop skills, hit us up on Instagram, hit us up on X at View and Pod. You can hit us up on Facebook, VA Pod Watch Group. You can hit us up on X in our community, Viewers Anonymous. And make sure, please make sure to sign up for our subscribe episodes. Um, the link is in the bio. You know what I'm saying? You can do that. It's $2.99 a month. You won't be you definitely won't be mad at any of the episodes that we putting out. We got those coming soon for you, so stay tuned. And if you'd like to follow me on X at Scoots Bronson. Got a link tree in my bio. You can follow me everywhere else there.
And y'all can find me at s.foster8 on Instagram and on Twitter. Well, X. Uh, Follow me at 28 minutes or less pod. That's just on IG. Follow the podcast. 28 minutes or less on all major platforms. I put out an episode, which was episode 142. I did my top TV shows of 2023. So go check that out on all major platforms. And that's all I got.
Cool, man. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, the support is greatly appreciated. And until the next episode, like you said, Hollywood, that's a wrap.
Cut.